I'm angry and I'm black. This is more of a cry for all the black men who were never given permission to cry. For all the black boys tried as men who were taught not to feel by people who did not love them, who were taught not to feel by people who did. I know that I'm a black man. I've seen the reflection of my skin in the eyes of too many stares in my lifetime to forget. The first time I was taught how not to feel, I was 9 years young, my lungs still learning to breathe in America. That day, I witnessed the police talk down to my uncle like he wasn't a skyline, like I didn't look up to him, like he wasn't a king in baggy FUBU jeans with a smile that echoed the sound of war ending and peace rising from the ashes. I can recall my heart balling into a clenched fist, bare-knuckled aim towards his reckless mouth, calling my uncle every name but the one my grandmother gave him.
Yeah, so, this episode is from Preston Perry. He's a dope poet. I love this. I loved his words, his poetry, his feelings. So dope. What's good, everybody? It's Gaming back with my tea of the day. Welcome to Season 3, Episode 23. Tres y Veinte Tres. And it's time to get into some things. It's time to feel again. It's time to have a conversation again. Thank y'all for 9.5 plays on Anchor and everywhere else that you listen to my podcast, on Apple, on Google, on iHeart, on Pandora, on Spotify, just everywhere. Just thank y'all for the support. Guess what, guys? I have an official website page. It is KimiSeeOfTheDay.com. So there we can chat it up. You can leave a voice note. You can leave comments, and we can really have a conversation of what the episode was about. That's how you can really contact me if you want to get on it, and we can just really have conversations within the comment boxes. And just run that up. Of course, tell a friend, tell a friend. I'm on Instagram. Instagram Kimi Holder or Kimi Sea of the Day. Either or Facebook Kim Holder. So let's get into it. Let's get into a quote of the day. Allow yourself to feel everything that you need to feel. Allow yourself to feel every emotion today. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. Because oftentimes, us as people, we're always so on and on and on. And it's just the grind. Where we never really get a chance to really sit back and evaluate our emotions, evaluate who we are, evaluate our progress as a person. And especially within this pandemic, where a lot of people may have been able to get a lot of skills or upskill themselves to go back to school or just eat lobster and shrimp all day, whatever that scenario was for you throughout this pandemic. It seemed like hopefully we're coming to a close. So, what did we learn? And did we really give ourselves, or did we really evaluate our growth as a person for our next chapter in life, for our next era in life, our next season? I know I have. So I say that to say this. It's imperative, it's so important to really do a deep dive every now and then. I would say at least check in with yourself at least once a week to really just have you time. Get a bottle of wine, get some candles going, no TV, no phone, just really be in your feelings, just really sit back and evaluate what's been going on with you for that week, for that time period. And did you handle the situation that you was put in the correct way? Did you use your adult voice or did you use your inner kid voice? Did you actually grow at all? Was there any progress? Or did you not give yourself enough time to have progress? Did you not set a goal for yourself? Or did you just not expect more? Because I feel like as a person, or as a people, especially me, especially when I was younger, I definitely did not expect a lot from my life, or expect a lot from myself. Especially being black, being young, being adopted. There wasn't a lot of, especially the adopted part, there wasn't a lot of people or places I felt I belonged to. Because me finding out how I did about my adoption, about me being adopted, it definitely put a hindrance on my growth or my progress, or just me expecting more out of life or out of myself. And that's unfortunate, but when it's your time to grow, it's your time to grow. And eventually it was my time to grow. It was my time to get into my bag, get into my progress, get into me. Again, get into myself, get into my words, get into my feelings, get into my emotions, and to never allow me never to fail again, never to be vocal again. Because oftentimes, especially as black men, we are put in a box where if we say something, we're going to be aggressive. And I feel like it's not even black men, it's just black people in general. Because our melanin really is the absolute. It really is the elite. It really is that powerful for people to automatically put melanin skin with aggression, with a monster per se. Because that's how they feel. They feel like we're monsters, and of course that's not the case. That's never been the case. But it's time that we get out of that. Allowing yourself to fail is the most important thing you can ever do as a human being, because you're giving yourself the permission to fail, to live in that, but not live in it too long, but to experience that. And in life, we have to have experiences. In life, we have to give ourselves permission to get to our next level in life. And I definitely feel and have experienced it myself where you don't give yourself permission, maybe because we're trained not to, but moreover, we're scared how giving ourselves that permission will make us fail. And I feel like inadequacy is a big part of people saying the same, because they don't want to feel inadequate. They're just okay with getting by. They're just okay with their day-to-day, but they're not okay with coming out of their comfort zone. Like, when was the last time that you actually dated yourself? When was the last time you said, you know what, I'm going to take myself somewhere. I'm going to do something special for me, because I deserve it. You have to. Like me, I'm going to Virginia for my best friend's birthday, but for me, because I deserve it. I deserve to be out of New York for a little while. I'm planning my trip to Peru because I deserve it. Many different things. This me really pushing my podcast and really putting it to the masses. This year is my year for Keemsey of the Day, and because I deserve it. few months ago, a year ago, I would never have thought I would have gotten as far as I have. And it's because of my lack of the lack of trust in myself. I trust so many people, but I never trusted myself. Which is crazy in hindsight, because I feel like trust and love go hand in hand, which doesn't make sense. But for me not to be able to trust myself, but then be able to trust so many other people, puts a bad taste in my mouth, because it's like, damn, I was really fucked up. But I was able to get out and get out. I was able to evolve. I was able to live in my truth, evaluate my truth, and finally do something about it. Because oftentimes, and the human experience, we don't do our homework. We don't evaluate our problems. We don't evaluate different scenarios and how we played a part in it. We don't then be kind to ourselves after. For years, I beat myself up for many different things. For the choices I made when I was younger. For me not feeling the handsomest. For me not loving my body. For me just not loving my skin. For me not loving me. And I lived in that, and I beat myself up daily because that's how I felt. And I'm gonna tell you now, you can get out, and you can get out. You can overcome those emotions. You can overcome that feeling of hatred for yourself. You can overcome the lack of accountability. You can overcome the lack of growth. You can overcome the little things that you feel don't matter, but they really, really do. The biggest thing that I've learned within the last year is accountability, and definitely, being, how can I word this? Having boundaries and knowing what you want. For years, for I would say like the last year and a half, I've been so adamant about having friends with benefits. Because I just felt that was like the best thing ever. It's just going to be like the best of both worlds. I'm going to simply just deal with people because I just want to be friends with them, but I want to sex as well. But knowing damn well deep down inside, I'm more of a relationship guy. But I wanted to try something new. I wanted to see if this would be something new I can try, or something different, because I didn't fully know or trust in myself that I deserved a relationship, that I deserved to be loved. So just trying to honestly fit in with the norm now of just dealing with people just to deal with them, but not expecting a long-term thing out of it. Not expecting a commitment. But within that, I became committed to myself. Within that, I became committed to my goals, my dreams, just learning more and more about myself, loving more and more about myself. Like, I really am the shit. And everyone who's dealt with the feelings that I'm expressing, there is a way out. You just have to really dig deep inside yourself and really evaluate those emotions and compartmentalize them, put them in different categories, and tackle some each day, each week. There's no time limit. Whatever the time limit is for you. Whatever's going to make you better, whatever's going to make you feel your best, so you can present your best at all times. So, definitely do your homework. Really Figure out your likes and your dislikes. Figure out why being alone or why feeling inadequate is so, like, why is that so scary for you? Why is holding on to people who don't need to be held on to you, why is that scary for you? Because you haven't set boundaries. Boundaries are so important, and knowing your worth and sticking to your worth. Because a lot of people may know your worth, but you have to add the taxes. Are you adding the taxes? Because I am now. Before, I didn't even know what the fuck taxes was. Because I didn't even have a dollar amount. I didn't even have an amount of what I felt I was worth, what I felt I deserved. I was jipping myself out of fucking years dealing with just people, just dealing with how I allowed people to treat me because of how I treated myself. It all goes back to how you treat yourself. It's how people will treat you. How you show up each day is how people show up for you. But it is okay to not. It is okay to not be okay. It is okay to have bad days. It is okay to feel depressed, to go into a depression. It is okay. But just know you have the power within yourself to get out. You have the essence within yourself to get out. But it all lies down to you. Self-worth, self-love. All starts with self. Anything that involves you ultimately still ends up with how did you show up for yourself? Yeah, this person did this. Yeah, this person did that. But how did you show up for yourself? Because if you showed up for yourself, they would not have affected you as much as they did. You would have stopped them from the gate. You would have noticed them from the door. But you didn't. Because there was because there was a disconnect between you and your feelings. There was a disconnect between you and your real self. Guys, we have to really start being scared to address issues. We have to stop being scared for truly being our authentic, real selves. We have to stop being scared of the self-doubt and the self-ridicule that we put on ourselves. Because no one is perfect, and we will not be perfect. But we will be put in positions and predicaments that will change our lives, that will shape our lives forever. And it is up to us to deal with it accordingly. It is up to us to evaluate what just happened, why did it happen, and what is the outcome going to be. How is this going to make me a better person? How am I going to learn from this scenario? Because if we don't learn, what are we really doing here? Are we just wasting our time? But please, 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 do your homework. Date yourself. Learn yourself. Be kind to yourself. Take yourself out. Treat yourself. You are popping. You are popular. You are pretty. You are bad as fuck. You are handsome as fuck. You are that bitch. You are that nigga. You are important. You are great. Beyond measures. You are you. And only you can do that. So stop trying to be other people. Stop trying to be like someone else. Stop trying to be like another. Stop trying to be like these celebrities out here. Like, yeah, we love them, we praise them. I talk about them all the time, but they would never be another Akeem. Yes, that there will never be another you. Believe that. Know that. Live by that. I'm signing out, y'all. This was Kimi, and I was back with my tea of the day. This was season 3, episode 23. And thank y'all. So, again, my new website, Kimi'sTeaoftheDay.com. And I'm on anywhere and everywhere that you listen to podcasts. Just Google, type my name in, and it'll pop up. And just let me know on my website how it is, how I'm doing, what you like, and let's work. I want to hear stories. I want to have conversations like these. I definitely want share drinking conversations. I want so many conversations about so many things. So really just, it's for us by us. So let's really make this pop. Let's really do this shit. Laters.